Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, HeyYou Positive One, where I bring you powerful stories of real people who inspire us to dream bigger and push harder. In today's video, I'm sharing the incredible journey of India's pride, Narendra Modi. From selling tea on railway platforms to leading 1.4 billion people as the Prime Minister of India. This story is not just inspiring, it's life-changing. If you find this video inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel and never miss a story that moves you. What does it take for a tea seller to lead 1.4 billion people? This is not just the story of a leader. This is the story of grit, discipline, and an unshakable dream. A story that proves you don't need a famous surname to make history. You just need the fire within. This is the journey of Narendra Modi, a man who rose from the dust to shape the destiny of a nation. This story isn't about politics, it's about possibility, about how a single human being can rise against the odds and change everything. A reminder that your beginnings do not determine your limits, your decisions do. Born on September 17, 1950 in a tiny town called Vadnagar in Gujarat, Modi was the third of 6 children in a modest, working-class family. His father sold tea at the railway station. His mother worked tirelessly to raise her children with values and dignity. Modi wasn't born into luxury. He was born into struggle. He sold tea, not because it was a family tradition, but because survival demanded it. But behind those small hands serving tea was a boy with big dreams. A boy who believed his circumstances would not define his destiny. He used to listen quietly when people discussed the nation's problems and silently promised himself, one day, I'll be part of the solution. Even as a child, his heart beat for India. He would organize small events in his school, act in plays themed around patriotism, and take part in NCC. His world was small, but his thoughts were vast. He wasn't the topper in class, but he was always observant, active, and eager to learn. Moral: you don't need money to build a future. You need vision, values, and willpower. At 17, while most of his friends were figuring out jobs or settling down, Narendra did something fearless. He left home, not to escape, but to explore. He wanted to understand India, its people, its pain, and its possibilities. For 2 years, he wandered like a seeker, from the Himalayas to the southern temples, from ashrams to forests, learning, observing, meditating. He didn't chase comfort, he chased clarity. And when he came back, he wasn't just older, he was stronger, more focused, and spiritually centered. He soon joined the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, RSS, not for fame, but to serve, to learn how to lead from the ground. His days were simple: waking up early, cleaning floors, cooking for others, organizing local work. He never sought the spotlight, but the spotlight started finding him. Slowly, people began to notice. This young man wasn't ordinary. He was disciplined, sharp, and completely dedicated. Moral: if you want to lead others, first learn to understand life deeply. 2001, Gujarat was devastated by an earthquake. Thousands were dead. Cities were shattered. The state was in despair. That's when Narendra Modi stepped in, not as a seasoned politician, but as a determined reformer. They said he wouldn't last. He had never held a major office. But Modi turned adversity into opportunity. He rebuilt cities, revived the economy, restored dignity. Gujarat transformed under his leadership. From power shortages to 24-hour electricity, from broken roads to smooth highways, from unemployment to booming businesses. He turned Gujarat into a model of development. He believed in minimum government, maximum governance. Under him, Gujarat became a state where development was not a promise. It was visible. He worked 16 to 18 hours a day, held people accountable, and brought efficiency into the system. He wasn't working for the next election. He was working for the next generation. Moral: true leaders are forged in crises, not in comfort. In 2014, India was restless. People were tired of corruption, inefficiency, and hopelessness. And then came a man with a voice that didn't tremble. A man with no political dynasty behind him. No elite upbringing. No English medium schooling. Just conviction, clarity, and a connection with the people. Narendra Modi launched a campaign that turned into a movement. Millions gathered at his rallies. His words weren't just speeches. They were sparks that lit fires of hope. When he became the prime minister, he didn't celebrate. He went to the parliament and bowed down, touching its steps with his forehead, a gesture of humility and service. And then began the mission to reform India, brick by brick. Swachh Bharat, Digital India, Make in India, Jan Dhan Yojana, Ujjwala, Startup India. Every initiative touched lives, especially those who had been left behind. He dared to take bold steps: demonetization, Article 370, One Nation, One Tax, GST. He was not here to be liked. He was here to transform. Love him or criticize him, no one could ignore him, because he made people believe again. Moral: when you have nothing to lose and everything to prove, you become unshakable. Despite being the most powerful man in the country, Narendra Modi lives like a monk in a mission. No vacations, no lavish personal life, no distractions. His mornings begin with yoga and meditation. His day is structured to the minute. He sleeps for barely 4 to 5 hours. He once said, "I don't carry the baggage of the past. I work with the vision of the future." He reads every report. He knows the names of villages. He replies to emails himself. And he still spends time connecting with school kids, sanitation workers, farmers, and startups. He is as comfortable in a tribal village as he is in the White House. Because his identity is not power, it's purpose. He has faced countless criticisms, national crises, political storms, and yet every time he responds with silence, strategy, and strength. His message to the youth has always been: work hard, dream big, serve selflessly, and never give up. Moral: when your life is driven by service, every action becomes sacred. Narendra Modi's journey is a living proof that you don't need perfect English, expensive degrees, or rich parents to lead the world. You just need to believe in your purpose. You just need to work when no one is watching. You just need to rise every time you fall. From a boy who served tea to a leader shaking hands with world presidents, his life is your reminder that no dream is too big, no background too small. His story is not just his, it's ours. Because if he could do it, so can you. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it. Don't let fear decide your future. Let faith lead you forward. You may not become a prime minister, but you can become the prime version of yourself. Call to action. If this story moved you, share it with someone who's doubting themselves today. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that remind you of one thing: your struggle has meaning.